Joining us also on the broadcast is Sachidanand Shukla. He is in Atlanta, in Georgia, right now. It'll be late into the wee hours of the night there. Shukla ji, what's the time there, sir, in Atlanta on the East Coast?
It's close to 10:30 p.m.
Yeah. Okay.
रात
So
को।
you're gonna have you. I'm guessing you're all prepared to stay up late today to watch these celebrations in Ayodhya live. Is that the plan, sir?
There is no question that that's not the plan. Yes, this is a moment I think a billion of us have been waiting, and we are lucky that this is happening in our lifetime. So yes, we plan to stay, uh, you know, uh, stay throughout the night, watch the program, and also there are a lot of other programs happening in temples across Atlanta and across USA.
Can you give us an
And
example? So what are friends and family, you and all? What's your plan for tomorrow? Are you going to a particular location? Are you gathering? I've seen some people are taking out car rallies. What's the plan for tomorrow, sir?
So Ram Rally has been because the consecration in Ayodhya is happening in our night time. The celebration started on Saturday and Sunday because while we are in this Sunday late night, early morning Monday hours, it leaves us not a lot of time to celebrate on Monday. We have to get back to work. I have heard in India people got off, which is awesome. We didn't, so we still have to carry our day jobs, and a lot of celebrations have started from Saturday through Sunday. Ram Rally has been very popular in Atlanta. I have seen stills. I have sent it to your team as well from California. 900 plus cars. We got permissions to do a Ram Rally and go to a 21 different temples in Atlanta. So that was Saturday, to connect the devotees and connect all the temples together. To me, this has been a moment of a universal unifier. The saying that Ram sabke hain. Within the Sanatan Hindu community, especially living abroad, having that fabric is very, very important for us and our coming generations, for our children. And
Okay,
this has
so
been
so so what about people around you, sir, who might not have a root or connection with India? What do they see it as? Because it's a building that's being inaugurated, very nice. Not many people will understand Ayodhya or the history, or not necessarily be aware of the Ramayana for sure. Are they watching this as, okay, you are doing it, so okay, interesting, we'll come along, and celebrate with you, or is there a curiosity now about what's going on?
That's a really good question. We as Indians and as Hindus have been very, like within our own community, even, the history has to contribute to why, the texts of India have not been as popular as you read about other cultures, other Greek civilization and others. Somehow the Indian civilization has, I feel, that's my personal opinion, that it has been suppressed in the Western culture. We have been mocked in the past about being our, like, snake charmers and whatever. That has changed with education, but the curiosity, so the purpose behind the Ram rallies, connecting the community, it is about generating that awareness. We had digital billboards, very expensive. We all contributed, collected money to showcase that what this temple is about. What is Ram about, and one is to generate that curiosity. Second is to let people know that like there is a lot of mixed stories about. If I read some of the channels from here, like the it doesn't put the balanced perspective. I'm not saying who's right, who's wrong.
No,
This
no,
is
it's
not the
no, no.
time.
But like I said, so it's for motivated reasons, right? And the reasons for the motivation can come from many directions. So what is then the perception? Because I know how this is being viewed in some quarters, or rather how it's being propagated in some quarters, that actually this is happening, as some sort of Hindu pride march, and this is very fearful, and there are Muslims in India living in fear, the Muslims of Ayodhya are living in fear. No, like people everywhere, everybody has their concerns and their fears. Is there a manic crisis happening in India? You and I know it isn't. So what is the irritating part of this that you find?
I think, I mean, I really, maybe I'm not looking at the perspective of anything being irritating. Like I have been watching the Indian news. There has been, bits and pieces of maybe within the Indian, like the Hindu diaspora, there might be disconnects. There might be, a political segment which is like, this is a Modi moment or not. But I have not heard from a single, you know, people from the minority community or Muslim faith to go to express themselves against this idea. Once, even after the Supreme Court verdict, I don't see it as, maybe it has been a political contention in the past more than the actual people on the ground. Like I'm from Lucknow, I have been to Ayodhya. I have friends who are from the Muslim community, and not a single person has said this is wrong or Hindu pride. Like what I also don't understand is why should we be hesitant of being a proud Hindu? That is a transition which has happened in the last 20 years. And, to carry ourselves, as a, hey, I'm an Indian first, and then I'm an Hindu. This is what my culture adds to you. We give, we have yoga, we have karma, we have dharma, and I don't see anything wrong in being carrying the identity we belong. Again, there's a fine line between being proud and being arrogant. Don't be arrogant, but be proud of who we are, and
Okay, okay.
contribute
Quick
to the
touch
right
base
path.
before
Yeah.
on a different note. So when I was talking to my other guests about this, that 20, 30 years ago, yoga was something you did in an ashram somewhere. Okay, and now today in the fanciest places in the world, in all over the world, you have yoga clothing, yoga mats, all your celebrities everywhere doing a rediscovery. So rediscovery of Indian food is happening. I was mentioning that you can go to 5-star hotels now and order a vada pav, and it's considered something very special for people in India. You used to having it on the streets. What is that you witnessed where you were staying, sir, in Atlanta?
There has been a massive change. There has been a massive awareness about India, and the population also coming from India on various visas. We all are here. US is a very free country. I still see it as a large base for educated immigrants. We still have a very good relationship with India. The way I see it is, one, the curiosity has turned out into, it is our inclusiveness. So we did not go and challenge the different forms of yoga, like like whatever, like there's sauna yoga, there's hot yoga, there's we did not go and challenge or patent and say, this is the only way to do yoga. Here is the concept, here's how you breathe, here's the basic things. And then people have taken it, understood the the meditation aspect. Maybe I'm not as intellectual as everybody else, but which other culture has quote unquote a meditation or dhyan in their cultural fabric? We have that. We never promoted it. We were so probably not so proud of, or did not, we're not even self-aware. By being self-aware, by having people like Baba Ramdev and others who preached it at a national level, that
Yeah.
hitch
You,
has
you know,
gone.
you,
And
you're
then
right. You're right. I think the clear, you've chosen your words very well. Self-awareness. Sometimes you have something in your own house that you take for granted. In India, I call it "ghar ki murgi." Okay, it's not a palatable saying, but you understood what I've said. Nonetheless, Sachidanand ji, pleasure for you joining us. You still a couple of hours to go, sir, before the ceremony happens. So enjoy that with your family. Have a pleasant evening. I hope you had a good dinner and have a good celebration tomorrow. We've been showing some shots of the celebration and the drum rolls that are happening in Atlanta where you are. And of course, I have friends and family in Atlanta also.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.